Hello and welcome back to Beboss Kitchen. I have not made a video now for probably almost 2 weeks. I had been helping a friend clean out her aunt's house and I started getting sick, and I thought that it was, like I had said in a previous video that I posted a couple of days ago about my sickness, excuse me, I thought it was from the mildew in the house, and as it turned out, I tested positive for COVID. So I was pretty sick for about 2 or 3 days, and the worst part, I think, is just the fatigue. I've just been really tired and hadn't been able to do anything, but I'm back, and I thank you for your prayers that you offered up on my behalf, those of you that did. And I want to make today for you some cookies. I've never made these. I found this recipe. It was in some of the cookbooks that my friend's aunt had. She was a dear friend of mine also. I did her hair for many, many years. And she and I would always compare recipes and talk about cooking, and so I was fortunate enough to get some of her cookbooks, and this is a recipe that was in one of them, and it's called Black Walnut Wafers. I have a little place up in the mountains that has a black walnut tree on it, and these walnuts came from up there. So I love black walnut. I love black walnut ice cream, but I don't know how this is going to turn out with the cookies, but I want to try it. So let's get started now on making the black walnut wafer cookies. The ingredients in these cookies is it has all-purpose flour along with salt, baking soda, and cream of tartar that's mixed in with the flour that's sifted in. It has 2 sugars. It has brown sugar and granulated sugar. It has butter. It has an egg. It has vanilla flavoring, and it also has coconut and the black walnut meats, which these 2 things I will grind together in the food processor. But the first thing we're going to do is puree the butter, blend the butter and the sugars together until they're creamy. So I want to get started on it now, and let's see how this turns out. Okay, we're going to cream the butter and the 2 sugars, the brown sugar and the granulated sugar, which I have here. I will list the recipe in the description box below with the ingredients, the amount of ingredients. I'm doing a half a recipe rather than a whole recipe. So I'm going to put my sugar in with my butter, and I'm going to beat that until it's creamy. Okay, I have beaten that until it's nice and fluffy. You want it to be real creamed and fluffy. And so now to that, I'm going to add an egg and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And I'm going to mix that all together. I'm going to scrape the sides and the beaters. Let's get some of this batter scraped down so that it all gets mixed together really well. Okay, now to the food processor, I'm going to add the coconut and the walnuts, and I'm going to grind these until they're fine. Okay, you can see how it looks. We're going to add these nuts and coconut now to my creamed mixture. Okay, and now to that, I'm going to add my flour mixture. Mix that. You can see that it makes a stiff dough, and so I have to chill the dough. I have to chill the dough, and then I will roll it into a couple of logs. This is how it looks. Okay, I'm going to turn the dough out onto some saran wrap, and I'm going to wrap it and put it in the refrigerator and let it chill. So, just going to wrap it up. Okay, and I'm going to put it in the refrigerator and let this chill, and then we will roll it into a couple of logs. Okay, my dough has chilled, and so now I'm going to try to shape it into about a 2-inch log and wrap it in wax paper, and then I'll chill it again. Okay, that looks about right to me. So I'm going to wrap this up. And we'll take this other half. Okay, so now I'm gonna set these in the refrigerator and let them chill real well, and then we'll take them out, slice them, and bake them. And so we'll be back at that point. The cookie dough has chilled, and so I'm gonna slice it. It says to slice it at about 1/8 of an inch thick. So it's very thin slices. And you're going to put it on an ungreased cookie sheet, which I'm using parchment paper. Okay, I've got them sliced, and so now I'm going to put them in the oven. I have it preheated at 350 degrees, and I will bake them and take them out when they're done and let you see how they look. They will bake for about 10 to 12 minutes. Okay, the cookies are done. I've taken them out of the oven. They look really, really good. I've never made these. I don't know how good they're going to be, but they look really good. They smell really good. So, I think I will do a taste test. They're really, really hot. That is really good. Oh my goodness. They're crisp, but they're kind of chewy in the center. The edges are very crisp. It has the flavor of the black walnut, and then it has the coconut in it also, which is just, it's a great combination. Man. This is definitely a keeper. Oh my gosh. Those are really, really good. Like I said earlier, I'll post the recipe in the description box. And I hope that if you like black walnut, I hope that you'll try these. I didn't know really how good they would be, but I love black walnut, so I thought, you know, I don't think you can really go wrong. I love coconut too, so it is a good combination. But anyway, it's so good to be back. I tell you, I cannot tell you what a relief it is to be able to feel like my old self almost now. But I do appreciate those of you that have prayed for me. I would like to say that I have another friend. She called me a while ago, and her brother, Kenny Popple, has COVID now, and he also has pneumonia. And she's really concerned about him. She says he's very, very sick. Kenny is a recipient of a heart transplant quite a few years ago, but he's a very dear friend to me, and I would also like to ask that you all would please lift him up in prayer. His name's Kenny Popple. And Daryl, my other friend that's on the vent, they were hoping to transfer him to a larger hospital, but I've not spoke with his wife in a couple of days, so I don't know if he's been transferred or not, but please continue to lift him up in prayer also. But anyway, it's been really great being with you. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love it if you would subscribe and support me. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed my video. Leave me a comment, and don't forget to click the bell. So until the next time, this is Beba saying, may the Lord bless and keep you and your family safe. And until we meet again, have a great day, and I hope to see you really soon. Take care. Bye.